Mr. Chairman, I want to speak exactly on why I think that this is a dangerous piece of legislation. And we had testimony. We didn't have any testimony from ICE agents. And I think their perspective is important. And let's be clear about what's happening in this country right now. Last month, the personal information of approximately 4,500 ICE and U.S. Border Patrol employees was illegally exposed and posted online. That was names, email addresses, phone numbers, job titles. It's not politics as usual. That's targeting of individuals based on their job. And that information is being weaponized. Did you know that there are encrypted chat groups whose sole purpose is to track immigration enforcement in real time? In fact, our newly elected governor just posted a portal where you can say where ICE agents are and what's going on right now. People sit behind screens all day scanning social media for clips of ICE activity, live streams, cell phone videos, photos taken from a distance, and the moment an image appears, it's captured and logged. There's groups out there that have their own license plate readers and are tracking the cars that come and go of these agents. They live in fear. This process is deliberate. One person gathers links, another saves screenshots. Each person only handles a fragment of all this information. It compartmentalizes everything. It makes the network harder to dismantle and easier to scale up. It moves to phase two. This is how they track everybody. Images are run through AI engines and cross-referenced with professional profiles, government records, prior media coverage, and other public data. The faces of ICE agents are then matched. The names of ICE agents are then confirmed. And finally, after they do this process, all that information is published online. Names linked to faces, faces linked to job titles linked to geography, all online, all searchable, all permanent. It's not theoretical. A website already lists multiple New Jersey-based ICE agents online that we found. More names are expected as additional leaked data is processed. The purpose is obvious. Strip officers of their anonymity, make them personally vulnerable and scared, and intimidate them into hesitating before they enforce the law. So now let's talk about the escalation. There's an anarchist website that has published the name, title, and home address of a local ICE prosecutor here in New Jersey. They published the name of a local ICE supervisor here in New Jersey, and even disclosed the name of his wife. Why did they do that? To intimidate him, to send a message to him. They celebrated vandalizing a car rental company simply because it rented vehicles to ICE. They promoted a so-called laser tag night that we found, where participants shine lasers at federal helicopters in an attempt to ground them. And when ICE agents weren't wearing masks, their faces and names were immediately plastered online. Meanwhile, federal law enforcement officers are facing an 8,000% increase, 8,000% increase in death threats, and a more than 1,300% increase in assaults on them. The voicemails are disgusting. If you've ever looked at any of these voicemails that the ICE officers have to face, you are an effing fascist pig. You should effing kill yourself. I hope your wife dies. I hope your mom and dad die. I hope everything wrong that could go in your life happens. I hope you have the most miserable life. I hope you get hit by a bus. I hope you're paralyzed and your wife leaves you, and I won't say the rest of that. These are not policy disagreements, Mr. Chairman. Just 2 days ago in Morris County, New Jersey, ICE had to shoot out the tires of a criminal illegal alien, okay? Here's what happened while you're sitting there cheering in the section right there. I assumed you would cheer for this, okay? Jesus Fabian Lopez Barnegas, the criminal illegal alien, had a history of drug trafficking. Are you cheering for him? He had a history of drug possession. Are you cheering for him? And he was driving under the influence, endangering the community. Are you still cheering for him? Now, while agents were out trying to arrest him, he rammed his vehicle into a law enforcement vehicle and then attempted to run an officer over. Are you cheering for that? That officer then shot out the tires of Lopez Banegas' vehicle to stop the threat. In Minneapolis, a federal officer attempting to arrest a Venezuelan national was violently assaulted. As the officer struggled with the suspect on the ground, two individuals emerged and began striking him with a snow shovel and a broom handle. This is directly relevant,
Mr.
Mr.
Kanitra,
Chairman.
I gave you a long leash.
This is directly relevant.
All right. Made your point. You got to get back on the bill.
Mr. Chairman, I don't believe that if I don't express, and if the people here don't
You expressed.
But there are numerous more instances where ICE officers and federal law enforcement has been targeted, their lives have been destroyed, they have had their all of their personal safety affected and have had their lives endangered. And I can go through this all day long, Mr. Chairman, and I can explain exactly why this bill is dangerous to this state and to this country.
I'm cutting you off at this point because you're off the bill. So
I am not off the bill. Mr. Chairman, I am not off the bill. You are trying to take the masks off of federal law enforcement whose lives are in danger because of the loony individuals, some of whom are in this crowd today, who want to ruin their lives for doing their job.
Mr. Kanitra, you are out of order and you're done. Your commentary's done.
Hey, fun fact, this bill does nothing because there's so many exemptions in it anyway.
Mr. Kanitra, you're out of order. You are done.